all your new best friends here. Welcome back to the UK.
Well, it's good for me to be back because every time I do come back, the fans here are some of the best fans in the whole wide world. So I'm glad to be back, and I'm having a real good time, having the time of my life, and so glad so many people came out. So let's go ahead and say thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. I have a clue about, like I said, what bodybuilding was and how to get into the sport, but my mentor, the guy who got me into the sport, taught me everything I knew about the sport. His name is Brian Dawson. He taught me how to pose, he taught me how to dive, he even taught me how to train as a bodybuilder. So like I said, I always used to train as a powerlifter. There's two total different types of trainers. So I always tell people, you know, find somebody that, you know, that's in the sport, been in the sport for a while, you know, maybe got a couple of degrees, and know a whole lot about bodybuilding and nutrition, because nutrition is probably about 90% of bodybuilding, basically. I guess I had a pretty good physique, because the first day I walked in the gym, the guy like, you compete? I'm like, no, I just, you know, work out, just a hobby of mine. And I like doing that. I've been doing this about, you know, 10, 15 years. And he said, you need to compete, you could be world champion one day. And I was like, no, you know, I just got to work with Domino pizza, and I like pizza, and you know, when I worked with Domino pizza, I got tired of eating pizza, so I used to trade with Burger King for pizza, and you know, and I kind of fell in love with hamburgers. And as I got tired of hamburgers, I kind of Kentucky Fried Chicken was next door, and I like called him and y'all want to trade, you know, pizza for chicken. And so I told him, like, you know, I like eating pizza, hamburgers, and chicken. I really don't want to compete, you know, because I know those guys can't eat, you know, those foods. But he told me, like, you could do it. It wouldn't be that much of a problem. I'm like, nah, that's okay. And he finally convinced me by, you know, here we go again with the free stuff. I give you a free membership to the gym if you compete. So I kind of like got into bodybuilding, you know, for that free membership to the gym. And the reason why, because, you know, I had a pretty good physique. And you know, I've always been strong. In high school, I was on the powerlifting team. You know, we didn't have bodybuilding and all that kind of stuff, and it wasn't on, and nobody knew anything about it. We just had powerlifting, and I was pretty strong back then. We had football, track, and basketball, just the basic sports. So I've always been pretty strong, and I've always had a great physique. Even when I was like, I remember when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, people used to ask me if I worked out, and I would just tell them no, because, you know, what is that? at 10, 11 years old. But I finally started working out when I was about 12, because, you know, I got tired of saying no. And I want to see how it would look, you know, if I, you know, started working out, and see if I could get a little bit bigger, and see where I could take it from there.
Stuff, okay. What's been going on in the last year since I saw you this time last year?
Well, the most important thing we've done is we've launched my own supplement company, Ronnie Coleman Signature Series. We have about 4 products right now. We have a pre-workout called Mild Blitz. We have a testosterone, nitric oxide booster, Testogen XR, and we have one of the greatest sleep products in the world, because we know everybody has problems sleeping, Resurrect PM. And we finally came out with a protein. It has 29 grams of protein per scoop. It's called Pro-Antium. So, and we got some more products in the works. We got whey protein isolate and multivitamin, fat burners, a couple other things. So we kind of slowly getting started, but we're getting started, and everything's going pretty good. We're in 92 countries, so I competed. You know, I wanted to do something in 08, but my back got so bad that, you know, I got to the point where I couldn't walk 15 steps without being in my numbing pain, actually, and my feet were numb and everything. And I had to have surgery, so I had surgery in 07, you know, right after I competed in Olympia. So that went to me competing in 08. So it took me about a whole year to recover from that surgery, because it was a laminectomy. It was a very serious surgery. So I decided, you know, I competed in 09, but, you know, here we go again. I needed another surgery. So finally, I had that surgery, another back surgery that is. I had that surgery, and so that went me competing for 2010. So I decided I was going to compete in 2011. And here comes another problem. I had to have neck surgery. That's pretty much the latest surgery I had. I had that in December last year, and it's probably one of the worst surgeries I ever had, and probably one of the hardest healing surgery that I've ever had. I'm still right now in a lot of pain. I still got some body parts. The reason why I had that surgery because I had some body part atrophy in my right arm, right shoulder, rear leg, everything just went bad on me. Not because of nothing that I've done right then and there, but just because of wear and tear over the years. And at the point right now, I'm still trying to heal up from this last surgery. It was a 3-level fusion. They inserted spacers or whatever, so the veins could pass through because my disc was just sitting right on top of each other. No nerves, no blood or nothing getting through there. And it really put me down. So I'm still trying to recover. I'm working out a little bit, but nothing major. I'm just doing a little bit here and there. I try to get at least three days a week, 4 days a week, somewhere in there. And I'm doing a lot of traveling too, so looks like it's going to be another at least 3 months for this last surgery healed up. So I like to compete again, but it seems like every time I try to compete, I got to have surgery. So we'll see. Peanuts was one of my favorite foods. So I just said, ain't nothing but the peanuts. And it was, peanuts are light, so I kind of associated the two. Lightweight, ain't nothing but peanut. Yeah, buddy. Tremendously, and it's changing even more year after year after year because there's so much technology and so much more information that guys are using nowadays. Even since I've competed, the guys come up with some new techniques that I don't even know about yet, and of course I really don't too much care about it because I'm not competing. So they're coming up with all these new techniques and all these new solutions to some of the problems that we had. So it's getting better and better every year. So I can only see the sport growing and getting bigger as it goes on.
And do you think that makes them better than, say, Arnie was? Because they have better supplements, better scientific?
Yeah, have you seen a picture of you with me besides Arnold? You look like my little boy. You look like my little son. Well, he didn't have what was available to me that I had. So it all goes hand in hand. Everybody has their own era. So he was the best at his era, and I was the best at my era. Jordan Gates was the best at his. Hank was the best at his, and now Phil Heath has started. So we'll see where it goes from there. So I like seeing guys like have you seen the latest Avengers and the Incredible Hulk that they use? I like to see one of those stand on stage, if possible.